Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So phase 3 of the Jets OTA process begins today, and I could not be more excited. We take a look at phase 3. It ranges from today, May 23rd, all the way through June 16th, and there's 10, it sounds weird saying practices, but it's essentially what it is. It's basically just practice with no contact, no hitting. There's no on-field, collisions or anything like that. But they're still valuable, in my opinion, for sure, especially if you have a young coaching staff, especially if you have a young team. Jets, of course, have both, okay? So I think it's really, really crucial. It should not be overlooked. But look, this is a period with a lot of storylines to watch and monitor as the days and weeks go by here. So in this one, I wanted to talk about three specific ones that I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on. The first, super obvious here, Zach Wilson and everything that comes with it. We've all heard that Zach Wilson is supposedly a lot bigger than at this point last season, that he's put on a few pounds, and I think that's the right idea. I think it's a smart move from Wilson's part because, he did look a little small out there last season, dealt with the injury, and we don't have a top 3 offensive line in football, so, if the quarterback is going to be hit, if you do have a mobile quarterback, of course, you don't want him to be extremely light where he's really taking a beating out there. So I think the extra pounds for Zach Wilson is important, and I think it will benefit him moving forward. But it's not just the size, it's also the chemistry. How Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, the brand new tight end room, adding Breece Hall in the backfield. The list goes on and on. Michael Carter going into his second year. Corey Davis coming back from his season-ending injury. Being able to retain Braxton Berrios. How does Zach Wilson look with all of this talent around him? Of course, some are familiar faces from last year, but look, Joe Douglas did his job. He got, the tight end room, running back room, offensive line, wide receiver, every single unit, maybe outside of fullback, is improved for Zach Wilson going into year 2 of the offense. He did his job. Now it's up to the second overall pick to go out there and execute. Is he forming that chemistry with all of the guys on the roster here? Because it's not like last year where we were just forced into, really force feeding the ball to Corey Davis. Yeah, we're excited about Moore. We're excited about Michael Carter, but they're rookies. There's still going to be that learning curve. No, like the talent on this football team is real. Yes, they're young, but we are in a much, much better situation than we were at this point last season. It was everybody's first rodeo, okay? So I think the Jets should look a lot more like a well-oiled machine, more of a smooth transition throughout the OTA period here, and I'm really looking forward to it. Where does Zach stand with the system? Is he building the chemistry with the guys? Does he know where to go with the football? Or is he still making the rookie mistakes? Again, at the end of the day, this is a much, much better offense on paper, and Zach Wilson was the second overall pick, so we got to assume that he is moving in the right direction. We already know he has all the talent in the world, and now he has the offensive pieces, and you could even make an argument the defense is going to be better as well. We don't know that to be a fact, but looking at the names that this Jets team acquired, again, going back to Joe Douglas here, he did his job. If the defense can go from 32 to, let's just say, 22 to 20, I think that would be a major, major improvement overall for this Jets team that would benefit the offense in a big, big way. Okay, so Zach Wilson's development, how does Wilson look over this OTA period is definitely something I'm going to be, looking forward to as we transition. So the second thing I'm really looking forward to here are the new faces, right? Free agency and the draft. Jermaine Johnson, Breece Hall, Michael Clemens, right? Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson. The list goes on. Conklin, Uzama, DJ Reed, Laken Tomlinson. The Jets added serious talent here. How do the new faces look? Okay, but specifically with the rookies, if we get word that Sauce Gardner comes away with multiple INTs, nobody can complete a pass on him, that would just be totally awesome. The Jets invested a top 5 pick, 4th overall in this guy. We expect really good cornerback play. Cornerback 1, you're not going to be taking a CB3 in the top 5. That's just not how it works. Okay, so we have some pretty high expectations for Sauce Gardner this upcoming season. I'm not saying I'm thinking he is going to be a top 10 or top 15 lockdown guy immediately, and there is a pretty big learning curve for the cornerback position, straight out of college. We could talk about numerous cornerbacks here that didn't really burst out onto the scene year 1. That's completely okay if Sauce Gardner is not lighting it up left and right, but not just with Sauce, but Jermaine Johnson and everybody like that. Again, the free agents, how do these new faces look in these practices? Are they picking up the system? Do they know where they need to be? Are they making plays on the football? Are they jumping out of their shoes? Physically, are they impressive? These are the things that I'm going to be looking forward to here, because we all watched the Jets last year. We needed a lot of talent at a lot of different positions. And again, going back to Joe Douglas here, I personally feel like he did his job. He spent the money, added major talent to major positions of need. Let's see how these new guys do. So the third thing that I'm most looking forward to here, and I don't even know if we're going to get that, that definite answer, but I really hope so. And by the way, I could rattle. It's not that I'm just looking forward to 3 things. I just picked the top 3 for, somewhat of a shorter video. I don't want to be here for taking up 45 minutes of your time or anything like that, but I could go on and on about, the safety position, Mike LaFleur, how does Denzel Mims look compared to, at this point last year. There's so many different things to dive into, but that third thing is a Mekhi Becton update. Whether it's him on the field, whether it's a quote from Robert Saleh, whether it's a quote from Becton himself, can we get some clarity on the Mekhi Becton situation? Top pick. Joe Douglas invested a top pick. We've seen how good Mekhi Becton can be. That rookie season was electrifying, just pancaking defensive ends, throwing them around like rag dolls. Mekhi Becton was so much fun to watch his rookie season. And since that rookie season, there's been question marks. It's been so hazy. Nobody really has any sort of idea what's happening. Plantar fasciitis, concussion, gets hurt week 1, out for the season. Nobody thought it was going to be a season-ending injury. Size concerns from the organization, Twitter stuff. It's just thing after thing after thing. Let's get Mekhi Becton on the field. And hey, if he's not good to go and ready to be on the field, then let's at least try to get a timetable. When can we expect to see this guy? I don't want to rush Becton back. I don't want to rush a guy who, has dealt with some injuries before in the past. I don't want to take that guy and, really force him to get back on the field. But I do feel, at the end of the day, he did get hurt in week 1 of last year. I think there should be an appropriate timetable for a return. When can Jets fans expect to see this guy back out on the field? I don't think that's too much to ask for at this point in time. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are some of your storylines that you're going to be watching? It should be a really fun, really exciting period to kind of constantly get these updates and everything like that. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.